The word girly, once rooted in a negative connotation, is now used in a form of casual commentary, primarily on social media. Seeing how too casually one can throw around this term, which has now been given a new lease on life, the thrift store rundown now aims to add power to the convo. Many different powers, in fact, starting with the powers of caffeinated connection and conversation. If you're not among the girlies who have these powers, do not cry for yourself. Do not cry! You just might inherit these powers for yourself by week's end. For better or worse, I know not. It's our lead, and you follow, as we bring Hollywood home on a budget for the girlies.
15 ain't easy, unless you're watching me. We begin our week of girly grandeur with another visit to Stars Hollow, Connecticut, and our first ever visit to the Suburban Diner here in Paramus, New Jersey. Now, we paid a visit to Stars Hollow once before. Twice if you count Lorelai, aka Lauren Graham's book, Talking as Fast as I Can. Remember, she played Lorelai on the show opposite Alexis Bledel, who played her daughter, Rory. We also did the Gilmore Girls Advent Calendar for Mother's Day, which left a lot to be desired. Both of those reviews will be linked downstairs. In the latter review, the calendar video, I proclaimed my desire to hunt down the official Gilmore Girls Cookbook. All I can say now is, the stars are never hollow when they align around the TSR, because lo and behold, we got it. From Inside Editions, picked up for $7.99 from Red Fire Blue Thrift Store back home in Patterson, with recipes by Elena P. Craig and text by Kristen Mulrooney. And as you can see on the cover, it's really about the simplicity that counts. Such as the case here with this breakfast quesadilla. They actually call it a brunchadilla, or bunchadilla, with fries or home fries and salsa. And boy, with the monologue already, let's get underway. As you can tell, this was a previously owned cookbook, as indicated by somebody jotting down on a sheet of notebook paper some noteworthy recipes, complete with page numbers for quick and easy access to all of them. It's a good frame of reference, but since this is my copy, I'm gonna highlight my favorite recipes in here. But first, a look at the chapters. There are 5 of them, and we'll be highlighting 6 recipes, give or take. Chapter 1, Luke's Diner, which explains the entire atmosphere of today's video. They also have the Independence Inn, Dragonfly Inn, Suki St. James Creations, all in Chapter 2, a Stars Hollow potluck, Lorelai and Rory's house, and finally Beyond Stars Hollow. 1 recipe for the first 4 chapters, and 2 recipes for Chapter 5 going beyond Stars Hollow. So let's get cooking. And again, it's the simplicity that counts. Then again, it's not all that simple, as I'll explain later, especially when it comes to TV show companion cookbooks. But first, in Luke's Diner, we have fluffy buttermilk pancakes. This recipe will yield about 10 5-inches, which really is a main meal of pancakes for the side of pancakes if you're Lorelai. It also comes with a couple of syrup recipes that you can drizzle on top, lemon and coffee syrup. We have here Suki St. James's Magic Risotto, paired with scallops and shrimp for a real hearty, sophisticated meal, which will serve 6 people. Suki St. James is the chef of the Dragonfly Inn, and quite a talented one at that. She falls in love with the inn's vegetable supplier, Jackson, and thusly, her wedding cake and cupcakes are also included in here to celebrate. From Al's Pancake House, which, believe it or not, is the Chinese restaurant, just you got bored of the diner fare over there. There's only one chain of diner food in Stars Hollow, that's it. But anyway, this is Al's Beef Noodle Salad, which will serve 4 people. The next page here is also quite scrumptious looking. Yes, on account of Lauren Graham. I kind of have a crush on her, as you now know. And that leads me to say that beyond the hands-on Gilmore Girls inspired illustrations, there are also photos of stills from the show, and of course many character cribs on life, love, food, work, and of course mother-daughter bonding time with these two textbook masters of the craft, especially on the WB. We also have the wallowing board, and the wallowing board is just a little smorgasbord of self-pity. If you're going through a bad breakup, if your school expelled you for no good reason, whatever the case is for your perpetual sadness, this wallowing board is for you. And for this swallowing board, you will need homemade edible cookie dough, ye old butter brickle crunch ice cream, Lorelai's giant birthday pizza or frozen pizza with tater tots, a large glass of water, tissues, sad movie classics like The Notebook, celebrity magazines, which you know we have a great deal of back at home, and I get the reading behind the wallowing board, I get the reasoning, but I'm not a big believer in eating a big gallon of ice cream, or any of this for that matter, and watching The Notebook on repeat while you're going over a breakup or anything else. I just don't believe in that. It worsens the experience. I am a get-up-and-go person. I will leave for a little bit, and then I gotta find my way to pick myself back up. And watching Grey's Anatomy on repeat, which I never have and never will do, isn't gonna cut it. But if you're one of those people, this swallowing board is for you. Just as a reminder, you can find ice cream on page 91, Lorelai's giant birthday pizza on page 92, or frozen pizza with tater tots on page 118, and the cookie dough on 109. As far as Lorelai's cooking skills go, well, she's kind of deficient, so it's mostly just convenient snacks with some few dotted up twists in Lorelai and Rory's house character. However, in Friday Night Dinner, no shortcuts gonna cut it. Friday Night Dinners are really the cornerstone of Gilmore bonding time, especially if you get the premise of how it all started. Lorelai wanted to enroll her daughter, Rory, in the prestigious Chilton Academy with the help of her parents. They do so. In exchange, they must gather for a Friday night dinner at their mansion every week without fail. And the meal of choice, according to Rory, is this pot roast with potatoes and Parker House rolls. No matter what the situation is, whether it be laughter or tears or anything else, this meal always comforts, fills, and heals the soul. And then we have lobster pot pie, which will yield 6 servings. If you like to thermidor anything other than lobster, tell that to Sookie St. James. Find out if she laughs at you or not. But this isn't lobster thermidor, this is lobster pot pie. And it's quite elegant, yet rustic at the same time. Not that many dishes can pull off that kind of hybrid balancing act. Especially when it comes to refined, homey, familial, mother-daughter comfort in laughter and love. And that really is this cookbook in a nutshell. With a primer on the people of Stars Hollow, all the noteworthy townsfolk of this little corner of their world, the eternally autumn-esque town of Connecticut, and a Gilmore romance tree showing you who hooked up with whom, who got married, engaged, dumped, had a baby, got sued because somebody dumped someone. You put it all together. And oi with the review already. I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5 claps. And by the way, with any TV show or movie companion cookbook, attention to detail is critical. Not just in the presentation of some of the recipes, the more involved process in here as opposed to the weeknight recipe options or simple breakfast or dessert fare, but also the ingredients and preparation techniques. A glossary of those terms can be found in the back of the book as well. Now I'm starving.
And thus our story ends. If you've been paying attention, it's because you're a Gilmore Girls binge watcher with nothing better to do. And what of Rory, you ask? She earned a full circle moment, adding to the Stars Hollow population. And what of Lorelai? She and Luke succumbed to their star-all's destiny. And what of everyone else? Who cares? They bore the snot out of me. This cookbook is another story. Where it leads you, it's probably worth following. Until next morrow, thank you, and the end!
And really, it was the photo that did it for me. If this is the closest I or anyone else will ever get to bringing home a piece of Amelia Clark, so be it. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.